repositioning the church for end-time relevance and advancement. A lot of people are afraid even to go to church today, because when you go to church, you hear all kinds of things, you hear all kinds of tales, you see all kinds of development that scare you. There are certain people on the foundation of the church is all kinds of human sacrifice, animal sacrifice, occultism, rivalry, mafia kind of a thing. You hear a situation where pastors are going after pastors, that kind of a thing. They are after each other, sending higher assassins against each other. That is the spirit of the end time. Out of envy. I don't know whether I get my point. And the reason is because instead of us focusing on the kingdom, we are focusing on materialism. The focus of my message this morning is for us to look at the 21st century church and see the importance of mind reset, see the importance of mind shift, to see the importance of mind repositioning. I want to reposition your mind today. I want to talk to you about the essence of prosperity. Why did God bring prosperity? The essence why God introduced prosperity into the house of God. Now, if you look at it, the prophets of old, in the Old Testament, most of the prophets, when you look at their life, you see that there was nothing too attractive about that. Are you understanding? You see that the prophets were poor. You see that they were wretched. You see that the prophets they looked haggard. There was nothing good to look. Look at the way they dressed with camel skin. They trek long distance to go and deliver a message to the king. The king despised them. Some of them are locked in prison. Some of them are beheaded. Some of them lost their families. You didn't hear about their family. You didn't hear about their children, because there's no future. There was a time if you say you want to be a preacher of the gospel, your parents, your family, everybody, they will go into a mourning mood, because to them they have lost. Church was run in those days, in the olden era, is that God bless the members. God bless the congregation. He prospered them. Those who are farmers, those who are traders. They have abundance. And he said, the preachers, all you need to do is to focus on the ministry, serve the Lord in the house. The Levites, they are not allowed to own lands. They are not allowed to buy houses. They are not allowed to own property. So they are supposed to be in the church, so that when the congregation comes, are we getting, the congregation will be the one bringing tithes into the house, bringing offering to the house, so that there will be needs in the house, and so that those who are less privileged can be attended to. But when God began to prosper the people, the people abandoned the prophets. Everybody to his tent, oh Israel, nothing concerns me. Let be nothing. This prophet, this old prophet, this old rackety prophet. People started, So most of the prophets died out of bitterness. Most of them died out of frustration. Most of them died out of regrets. Most of them died violent death. Most of them asked God to take their life. You could see Elijah. He said, "Lord, I am not better than my fathers. I'm not better than my ancestors. Take my life, so that this hunger is too much." So down the line, they now look at the situation. They say, "No, these things are not normal. Let's change, let's change the status quo." And now he began to make it in such a way that the prosperity movement will now start coming. And when the prosperity movements start coming, let the ministers of the gospel, the apostles, the prophets, the pastors, and the teachers, let them also have something that can sustain them, so that they don't have to be depending on offering. And this is what brought about the prosperity movement, whereby pastors who can drive car. I don't know whether I get my point. There was a time, if you are a pastor, you're the best you can have is motorcycle, is bicycle self. One of the fathers of the faith in Nigeria, he was the first to buy motorcycle. Archbishop Benson Idahosa. He received discipline. Why will you go and buy motorcycle? You, man of God. He bought motorcycle. Before you know what is happening, he was the one that said, okay, now he bought Mercedes-Benz, pastor. That kind of thing. Now, what happened is this. The Lord was trying to encourage the preachers of the gospel. Are you getting it? So now, that's why you now observe. In this present dispensation, you see that pastors, you see them, the Lord increasing them, the Lord blessing them, so that the pastors who can concentrate. Are you getting it? But one thing is man. Man will always be man. Whether pastor, whether congregation, everybody is the same thing. I don't know whether I get my point. When the chips are down, when a man show you his true color, you'll be so surprised. Pastors now began to be very rich. Pastors now have properties, assets. They are so rich. They have private jets. They have universities. They have all kinds of things. I said they are so comfortable. Now that we have this situation, it's still not normal. It's still not normal, because our focus now, instead of us building the people, our focus now is on ourselves. Are you getting what I'm talking about? Our focus now is on how to live big, how to sponsor our lavish lifestyle, and then the moment we start focusing on lavish, and then worldliness and materialism started coming in. That kind of a thing. You see, okay, when you enter the church now, you cannot know the difference between church and a club, in their appearances, in the worldliness. You see the spirit of mammon. You see the God of this world, and that is something that's not really proper. Say this message to you because God is going to use you to change the status quo in the mighty name of Jesus.